Hello, everyone. I'm Jared Barton on behalf of the President's Athletic Conference and the PAC Sports Network. After another great year on the hardwood, it's time to unveil some postseason accolades as we take a look at the 2025 PAC Men's Volleyball All-Conference teams, as well as our Newcomer of the Year, Player of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year, and Coach of the Year. Earning a spot on the All-Conference team is not something to be taken lightly, as it is a reflection of not only your testament and skill on the floor, but also of your coaches and teammates that helped you become a better player along the way. Time to unveil our PAC Men's Volleyball All-Conference Honorable Mention team. Riley Burdett, outside hitter, Bethany. Jake Dyes, right side hitter, Teal. Craig Fair, setter, Grove City. Jackson Genicola, setter, St. Vincent. David Gonzalez, libero, Teal. Owen Kelly, outside hitter, Geneva. Bryce Lizanich, middle blocker, Teal. RJ Nag, setter, Chatham. Tyler Nelson, outside hitter, St. Vincent. Quentin Norris, right side hitter, Grove City. And Keith Otto, outside hitter, Grove City. Time to move on to our PAC Volleyball All-Conference second team. Matthew Albano, setter, Hiram. Luke Houlihan, libero, Chatham. Teague Malcolm, middle blocker, Grove City. Ben McVeigh, defensive specialist, Grove City. Logan PAC, outside hitter, Chatham. Evan Poole, middle hitter, Geneva. Andrew Eubinger, right side hitter, Geneva. And Zebediah Wyatt, outside hitter, St. Vincent. Now let's take a look at our PAC Men's Volleyball All-Conference first team selections. Derek Chang, outside hitter, Hiram. Ben Lowell, setter, Teal. Kyle Martini, right side and middle hitter, Hiram. Sean McSwiggan, right side hitter, St. Vincent. Ezra Osterling, outside hitter, Teal. Caleb Proudfoot, middle blocker, Teal. Joshua Sangri, defensive specialist, Geneva. And Benjamin Shellstack, right side hitter, Chatham. Time to announce our individual award winners for the 2025 season. Newcomer of the Year, Ezra Osterling, Teal.
With Marino serve, received by Teal. Osterling, and they're in the championship.
Defensive Player of the Year, Joshua Sangri, Geneva. Player of the Year, Ezra Osterling, Teal.
Osterling in set 2. The kill, and the Tomcats take it 25-17.
Badly ends the second set. Boy, that might have been his best hit of the night.
Osterling there with the dig. And there it is, folks, number 400.
Out the back row, great swing, great attack.
Ezra Osterling reaches the 400 kill club, and he gets the standing round of applause from the Tomcat faithful.
Well deserved.
And Coach of the Year, Dylan Lasher from Teal. Now it's time to send it over to the PAC Sports Network's Jack Ridenauer, who sat down with our PAC Coach of the Year, Dylan Lasher of the Teal Tomcats. Jack?
Thanks, Jared. We're now joined by the first ever PAC Men's Volleyball Coach of the Year from the Teal Tomcats, Coach Dylan Lasher. Coach, first off, congratulations on the award and the PAC title as well. But let's start with the award first. What does this recognition mean for not only you, but the program and just the school as a whole?
I mean, that's the big thing with it is it's the guys. It's our team. Whenever I took over the program 5 seasons ago, I came back with we had 5 guys on the roster, and we had to do a lot of rebuilding. So it just shows the commitment, the bought in, the drive that this school has to support the volleyball program, the drive that's the group of seniors now came into, and just really put in the work to make it happen.
Well, obviously, it paid off really well over the weekend for your team, winning the PAC championship. It was a close match to start against Grove City. It was back and forth first set, and then your team eventually pulled away towards the end. But what was it that you felt helped your team really pull away after that first set and kind of start to put pedal to the metal in the second and third sets?
Yeah, I mean, first thing is we got the nerves out. That's typically we're not missing 3 serves in the first 6 points. That's not traditional for us. So you can tell that the nerves were there. We were excited, but I mean, Grove City played a very solid match as well. For us, we played consistent, and we had a very spread offense. All of our hitters were on, our defense was on, our serve receive was on. Whenever all of our guys play together as one unit, we're tough to stop. And fortunately, that's what happened in the championship match.
What was that like to have the championship match at home and being able to play such a big game in front of your own home crowd?
No, just absolutely electric. I mean, it was a packed house. The fans were great. Just the overall support was just awesome. You got goosebumps at the end of it. It was really cool. A great experience for the guys. Well earned by them. So yeah, it was incredible. It was really, really something special.
Well, I really feel that your team was well prepared for a tough battle like that. Going back to the non-conference schedule that you were able to put together, what game and maybe what opponent specifically do you feel at the end of the day maybe helped your team and prepared your team the most for a tough game like that in such a high leverage, high stakes situation like over the weekend?
Yeah, I would say it goes back to 2 or 3 of them. One, that's the win against Baldwin Wallace earlier in the season. It's being able to take down a nationally ranked team that gave a big confidence boost to our guys, saying, "Hey, we can do this." And then also the loss to Buffalo State right before we were able to go on our win streak, kind of humbled us out a little bit. All right, we got work to do. So I think it was a combination of that, and that's with our leadership of this team saying, "Hey, we're going to do this. We gotta figure this out. Let's work together and let's keep advancing our play." And as we've gone through the season, we're playing better and better each day.
Yeah, you always look at a team's beginning of the season and where they start, and you see the teams that they were going up against, and you see where their success comes from. It's like, oh, it's from those opponents that they most likely played early in the season. But for you, I think the win probably means a little bit more with you being an alum of Teal. How rewarding was it for you to be a part of this, with it being your school where, you used to play in a program that you used to play for?
No, it's great. I mean, it's a good, fulfilling feeling. That's unfortunately, whenever I was here, we never took a championship. The guys won it in 2019, which was awesome. Back whenever we were in the AMCC, and being able to bring home the first PAC championship. I mean, it feels great. That's being able to lead these guys and get us to this point. It's something special.
Well, for you, this isn't your first PAC Coach of the Year award. You won it back in 2017 when you were the head coach for the Chatham Cougars women's team. What from that experience did you learn and that you feel really helped you specifically throughout this season and during this run?
Yeah. So back then I was a very young coach. I mean, I took over at 24 years old. Kind of got thrown into the fire saying, all right, we're going to figure this out. And it was a lot of trial and error. And that's going back to the Chatham athletes. It was all about trust. Those ladies trusted me. Even though I was trying to figure out what I was doing, but they trusted me. We bought in and we were able to get things done. I think just throughout my coaching career so far, trust has been the name of the game. That's trust. I trust the players trust the coaching staff. We're all in this together to really do something special. You can't do it on your own, especially in a game like volleyball where you got 6 people packed into a 900 square foot space. You got to work together.
Well, and I'm sure that you probably learned that from your mom, who's been a longtime coach at the high school level. And I'm sure, with some of the stuff that you learned from her, you've been able to apply during your time at Teal and throughout your career. What kind of advice has she given you throughout your coaching career? And in this season, maybe with the championship and everything that was on the line, just what were some words of wisdom that she shared with you?
Yeah, just don't give up, and don't take the easy road. Always have that little chip on your shoulder, and battle. The athletes are going to be the ones that show up. It's our job to get them prepared, and whenever it comes to championship time, it's their show. So just trust what we've done, trust the process, and trust that we were prepared.
Well, I know that you have a little bit more of your season ahead of you with the NCAA tournament, but you'll actually be moving on to be the head coach of Slippery Rock for their women's volleyball team after the season concludes. What kind of legacy do you hope that you'll leave behind at Teal, not only as a former player, but now as a coach that has brought so much attention, so many eyes to the school now?
Yeah, I mean, that's it. I want to see it keep going. I want to see this continue to blow up. I came in, I did the best I could here. The players bought into me, and now it's time for the next coach to come in and step up and continue what we're doing. The men's program is coming off a championship win. The women's season, we had a pretty successful season this year, going 17-9. I mean, we just want to see this continue to grow. So that's me as an alum. That's what I want to see. I want to see Teal volleyball continue to just blow up and get bigger and bigger each year.
Well, like mentioned before that, you still have the NCAA tournament to play in. Where will your team be playing in? And then also, what does that preparation look like for you guys with such a quick turnaround from the conference championship?
Yeah, we're actually in the middle of prepping right now. We will be traveling down to Southern Virginia to play St. Joseph's Long Island in the first round, and then winner of that will take on Southern Virginia. So that we'll be playing on Thursday, and for preparation, we're going to do some film breakdown, get the guys feeling good at practice, and let's go dancing.
A lot of excitement around the Greenville program and obviously the Teal Tomcat program as well. Coach Lasher, thanks so much for stopping by. Congratulations on the championship and the Coach of the Year, and best of luck moving into the NCAA tournament.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
That's the PAC Men's Volleyball Coach of the Year from the Teal Tomcats, Coach Dylan Lasher. Jared, back to you.
Thanks, Jack. Once again, a big congratulations to all of our all-conference participants. This is a well-deserved honor to end the 2025 spring sports season. Thank you for joining us here on the President's Athletic Conference Men's Volleyball All-Conference Selection Show. I'm Jared Barton, and as we say goodbye, here's one final look at our all-conference selections. We'll catch you next time right here on the PAC Sports Network.